Long ago, in a quiet African village surrounded by tall palm trees and golden fields, there flowed a mighty river. The villagers called it Ominlo, the Great Water, because it gave them fish to eat, water to drink, and cool breezes in the heat. But everyone in the village knew the river was not just water. It was alive. It had a spirit. Elders told children, "Do not take more than you need from Ominlo. And never, ever fetch water at midnight, because that is when the river spirit." In that village lived Adanna, a beautiful and gentle young woman. She was loved for her kindness, for she helped elders carry firewood, comforted crying children, and always gave the first scoop of her meal to anyone who was hungry. One year, a great drought came. The sun burned hotter than ever. The fields cracked. The river grew shallow. One evening, when the villagers had no more water to drink, Adanna took her clay pot and walked to the river, though the moon was high, and the elders' warnings echoed in her mind. Adanna knelt by the riverbank. She dipped her pot into the water, but before she could rise, she heard a deep, soothing voice. "Why do you fetch water when the moon is high, maiden?" She looked up and saw him. A tall man with skin the color of polished bronze, eyes like shimmering waves, and a robe made of flowing water. Around his head glistened a crown of shells and coral. "I am Oluwo, the spirit of this river," he said. "I have watched you for many seasons, Adanna. Your heart is pure, and you honor my waters. Will you be my wife and live with me beneath the river?" Though afraid, Adanna felt a strange peace in his presence. She agreed, on one condition, that she could visit her family whenever she wished. Oluwo smiled and promised. With a wave of his hand, the waters parted. Adanna stepped into a glittering world beneath the surface, palaces of pearls, schools of fish dancing like silver ribbons, and gardens of coral swaying in a soft current. The river spirit treated her with love and respect. Days were filled with music from water harps and laughter from playful otters. But still, Adanna missed the sound of children playing in the village. One morning, Adanna asked to visit her family. Oluwo agreed, but warned. "If you choose to stay on land, you can never return to me." When she returned to the village, people gasped in wonder. Her skin glowed like the river at sunrise, and her hair shimmered with shells. She told her parents she was safe and happy. But the longer she stayed, the more she longed for the life she once knew. The day came when she had to decide. Under the light of a full moon, Adanna walked to the river. Oluwo stood waiting, his robe flowing like waves. "Your heart belongs to both worlds," he said softly. "But you must choose one." With tears in her eyes, Adanna chose to remain in the village, to care for her aging parents and teach children to honor the river. Oluwo did not grow angry. Instead, he touched her forehead gently, blessing her with the gift of healing water. From that day, Adanna became the village's healer, drawing her strength from the river spirit. Even after she grew old, Adanna would tell the children, "The river gives, but it must also be respected. For within its depths lives a spirit who loves and watches over us all." And sometimes, when the moon was bright, villagers swore they saw a figure in the water, watching Adanna with eyes like shimmering waves, waiting, but smiling.